Vincenzo, a renowned expert in crypto investing, reveals valuable insider information about XRP that could potentially lead to massive profits for his followers. Hit that like and subscribe button so you can stay updated on Vincenzo's latest tips and insights in the crypto market. Super chat to show your support for Vincenzo as he strives to spread the truth and integrity in the world of cryptocurrency investing. It's a fact that the cryptocurrency markets are manipulated by a sophisticated criminal gangster cartel that has even infiltrated the US government, Federal Reserve, and world banking systems.
Explosive new intro to Vincenzo's Go Crypto Investing. Remember the bell notification like I told you before. #1 cryptocurrency influencer. And we're going to go into an explosive educational video this afternoon and now this evening on the 20th of March of 2024 after a phenomenal, gorgeous, glowing, early spring day with a high temperature of 50 a daytime high temperature as temperatures fell through the day of 41 degrees in the greater Bloomington metropolitan area in central Illinois under sunny skies out ahead of a weather system moving in. But we had the Federal Reserve, Jerome Powell, and the criminal gangsters talk about and alluding that he wants to and his plans are to execute an interest rate cut as Bitcoin is even right now as the new day is started and yesterday has closed after a 9% gain and massive rallies across the board. His intentions and their plan is to execute possibly upwards of 3 rate cuts of a quarter basis points each or 3/4 of a basis point cut by the end of 2024, which would be bullish for risk assets. And we can see real quick in the snippet Bitcoin today. And of course, that would be malarkey. And by malarkey, I mean not working. Right? That's what malarkey is. And if we get back in here and try to take a snippet of the Bitcoin price, you can see we were down with our industry exclusive. And the reason you come here, other than our truth and integrity, is our industry exclusive measuring tool. We were down 18%. And then we had a nice rise. Today, we had a little bit of a rise, started last night, and then pretty much 75% of the rise came of the 12.05%, or $7,333.03, was after Jerome Powell talked. Major upper resistance. If you break that, obviously you're going to retest and probably break a new all-time high of over 73,300. And if you come back down here, you would need to hold that 66,255 as that's a pretty significant support level locally in this area. If you failed to hold that, you would come right back down probably immediately to this major 58-cent lower support, something that was lower support from an area that we talked about in the way back far zoomed out left machine that we used to talk about, and we just started talking about again in the videos because we're back with the videos on a regularly consistent basis with this truth and education that you need. And that is pretty much the mean of the volume from this first top and then a 50% crash, the biggest bear market rally in crypto and Bitcoin history. And then it was the mean of that topping off. And that's about right where that is. And that's why I put that there. I think that's the most critical area from the far way back left machine as we zoom in now to the current time frame, right? That would be your major support level underneath, and then we would get into this rising channel. We would, if we had a bigger fall, where I think it may be eventually going pre-halvening is what we've been in ever since about October of 2022, this rising channel, which is a bullish continuation pattern, but usually a bearish reversal pattern at the top, right? So we're going to pay attention to see if that happens. The XLM got rejected up here at this critical 13.5 cents coming off last summer's manipulated pump and orchestrated flawlessly by the criminal gangsters. And then we got heavily rejected after a nice pump vertically of greater than a 50% move in a very short time as Bitcoin was reaching all-time highs, see 50%. Then we dumped about 30%. Now we're back on top with the rally today that is small that you can't see in the daily time frame. So we'll zoom into the 4-hour. You can see we're just on top, but just below the major moving averages, but just on top of this critical 13-cent level that you need to hold, and then you can make a quick run straight back up here to 15.5 cents. And to get ultimate bullish long term, you need to break that, and then you can hit some new highs that are way up there, starting at about 21 cents, right? So that's what we're looking like in this short picture there. The XRP, you can see we bounced off that major 57 cent level, but if we do zoom out real quickly to the daily time frame, oops, I'm drawing all over my gorgeous, beautiful, glowing, lovely picture here. You can see we're in the same formation and started it at the same time as Bitcoin, in the exact same formation, except Bitcoin went up about 300% in the move. XRP only peaked at a blank screen. See that? It's all over, ladies and gentlemen. It's an almond from the crypto gods. Get out, sell everything, run for the hills, get in gold and silver, bullion and mining stocks. No, I'm just playing around here. It's a little fun. But you can see we are up to about, it got up to about 90 cents. And it did. It got up about 222%. So it technically did do the same move Bitcoin did. It just did it back here, and that's why I was alluding to yesterday and watched that explosive video with my industry exclusive theory that maybe XLM and XRP just front ran this time the Bitcoin move and went 250% up. And Bitcoin went 250% up. Bitcoin's 250% up, just happened to be all-time highs. But you can see we got rejected up here the last time where that beautiful little arrow is, up here at about 76 cents. But this rising channel has its uptrending upper resistance in green. You can see we hit it back here in 2022 in December. We hit it up here in August of 23. We hit it back there in the April time frame of 23. And then we hit it here regionally, locally, into this time frame in April of 24, and we got rejected. Then you got your classic underneath uptrending support. And if you can't hold this blue trading zone and try to come back up and beat at this upper resistance again, you're going to come down near this 49 cents lower support in this rising channel. And just like the Bitcoin price, if you broke the rising channel, the technical target, yep, absolutely. Unfortunately, that beautiful, lovely, world famous friend of ours, 37 cents would be your underneath support, and an obvious and a logical target that it would come down to extremely quickly on a descent. You take the stairs up and an elevator to the floor, and you splat all over the ground down. And then you would have to gather some steam, gather some buyers, gather that momentum, the hype, the enthusiasm of that new orgasmic run-up, and then try to gather them buyers and support where they would most likely and undoubtedly be at that 37 cent level. And you would have to come up, you would have to pump up, and you would have to try to make a run at that blue trading zone of death, blue trading zone of sellers, blue trading zone of weak hands, and you have to force your way and chip away and beat away at them sellers until that wall is weak enough and you can explode. You can ferociously explode through there and try to breach 52-week lows, try to breach 3-year lows, try to make a run at the 2016 all-time high, but that can only be possible with the buyers